As I said, Young Thinker Forum, the name itself suggests that young minds, creative minds, and now they are doing a great job, as I was saying, that they are really getting creative and making others to creative, to come forward, to change the face of the nation. So I think it's time now to have the introduction of the theme and also a bit about what exactly the Young Thinker Forum thinks and what exactly they aim to. For this, I would like to call Professor Rabindranath from Young Thinker Forum to give us the gist of the Young Thinker Forum and also about the introduction of today's theme. So please.
Thank you very much, madam. A very warm good afternoon to all the participants. I am Anil Kumar Nagaich. I am currently a faculty at the Department of Architecture at Bhopal. Again, Santosh, boss, and all of us share the same alma mater. And I have also been heading the academic team at the Young Thinker Forums. So before we go ahead with today's discussion, I would just like to provide you a brief background about the Young Thinker Forum as well as today's confluence of ideas, thoughts, and very interesting experience that I assure you all of you would be having in upcoming few moments of time. So Young Thinker Forums primarily is a colloquium, or you can call it in easy words a think tank, which is primarily working for giving a direction to the potential that the youth of Central Indian region from the states of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, some parts of Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, to channelize the potential of all those youth living in these areas. Young Thinker Forum is kind of doing amazing work, and I would rather say inspiring work, by presenting them with different viewpoints, with different ideas, different narratives, with the help of experts who are invited from both the national and international level, so that the youth can start to think in the right direction. And as we all know very well, that it is in the hands of youth that our future lies. So with this objective, Young Thinkers Forum was kind of established in the year 2018. We have had several national level conclaves called Young Thinker Conclave. The first one was held in 2018, and we have had 4 editions of these conclaves, 2 or of course online mode due to the COVID pandemic. And in the similar lines, last year when the Israel and Gaza conflict was going on, we got in touch with very wonderful Anaji, who kind of allowed us to have a webinar last year, I think in the month of May 2021, wherein we got the opportunity to listen to the views by Kobbi sir's predecessor, Mr. Yaakov, who shared with us a lot of insights about that ongoing conflict. And we also got in touch during that webinar itself with Captain Libby, who was reporting or who connected with us live from the battlegrounds of Tel Aviv. So post this discussion, post this webinar, Young Thinkers Forum proactively took a bit of research work to understand and proceed on the lines which were kind of deliberated in the webinar. And upon several discussions which we have had with the consulate office and the newly acquired friends from Israel, we got to know that India and Israel across the history has got so many parallels. And 3 books particularly which relate to the theme of today's discussion were recommended by our friends from Israel. The first one was Startup Nation. The next one was Thou Shalt Innovate, which by the way, the title itself is inspired by the ancient Jewish faith. And the third one was Weapons Wizard. Now, because much has been said about the drone technology and we all get to read about it in the newspaper, apart from defense technologies, when we went through all these 3 books in a go, and Young Thinker Forum, by the way, every weekend, every Sundays we are having book discussions, and we have started out by discussing the book centered around Israel. So we have started off with a Weapons Wizard. This time we are going to review Startup Nation or Thou Shalt Innovate, and we shall carry out reviewing more such Israeli works which reflect all the parallels. So when we went on to proceed and find parallels between India and Israel, we found that both India and Israel share a very ancient civilization. Not just the civilizations, our shared past has assimilated a lot of crises, a lot of challenges, not just for 100, 200 years, but for several millennia, I would say. But But in the 20th century, it is again not a coincidence that whereas India got independence after almost 2000 years of foreign rules, invasions, and something or the other, some sort of turmoil that was taking place in this Bharatvarsh of a sort, Israel also founded its root in the original motherland in the year 1948. So it's just a matter of a few months. India got independence in 47, Israel was founded in 48. And then post-independence, both of the countries kind of had a similar, although I personally believe that Israel underwent a lot of stress, a lot of challenges on multiple fronts. Every decade since its inception, they have fought a war. And by war, I mean serious, horrendous kind of wars of all propositions. Three surrounding countries with which the country shares its border has attacked us for first time, in which Israel came out to be a winner. Then next decade, two countries in which Israel, I think, successfully captured Golden Heights and all the territory. And as the nature of war, and India also shared a lot of wars with its neighboring states. And as the nature of wars got changed and we got exposed to a lot of crises, Israel proactively took on upfront all the challenges and found very innovative solutions. And not only it found innovative solutions, it went a step ahead to help all the other countries who are in need, who may not have the diplomatic ties. Like for example, Singapore, when it was founded, it got free from Malaysia. I think Israel was the first country who upfront went there and helped to establish Singapore's military. So, and also India's formal ties with Israel, as you can see, 30 years of India-Israel. So formally it started off in 1992, but even before 1992, in multiple wars with Pakistan, Israel has always proactively assisted India in the technology transfer, in the defense technology transfer, and so on and so forth. So what is there which kind of gives Israel an upper hand in terms of innovation, in terms of entrepreneurship? From 2015 to 2020, India's top three defense importing countries were Russia, France, of course, assisted by the aircraft deal, and Israel. Israel, historically, along with Russia, has been India's single-handed strategic cooperative country across all 4 or 5 decades of its formal and informal relationship, and it has proactively helped India not just in defense and military aspects, but also in various other aspects of technology. The drip irrigation technology was kind of conceived in Israel, and they have came up with a lot of advancements like the bags which can effectively keep the grains secure, and you'll find a lot of these in today's talk, and also the books which I have told you. The food packs which can store a large amount of grains, then portable kind of ambulance, a lot of healthcare advancements and all of these technologies. So there is a word called chutzpah, which I would like Kobbi sir to mention about, which is kind of synonymous with jugaad, or many people find it offensive. So frugal innovation, reverse engineered innovation as how it is approached in the Ivy League universities. In today's session, we are going to get an enlightening experience on what this chutzpah is and what innovation and entrepreneurship does Israel possesses as of now, and how it can teach India, share the knowledge with the Indian fraternity, so that we can perhaps also try to replicate some, if not all, of the approaches with which we should approach our challenges. So without further ado, I would sincerely request Kobbi sir to please come and enlighten all the participants on these nuances. And I'm very happy to state that because Young Thinker Forum has kind of went through 3 books and interacted with a lot of professionals, but now we have got the opportunity and privilege to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. So, Kobbi sir, with all due respect, I would sincerely like to invite
Thank you very much. Really a opportunity to be provided. Thank you very much for the welcome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, student. I have to say that you mentioned it before.